What's up, guys? It's your boy P. We back with another video, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. It's been some wild weeks, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I can't cap. It's been some wild weeks, but yeah, we're back. We're back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about keeping our mind on God, and this is such an important topic. I'm very excited for this one. So, for this matter, I'm gonna use an example of the story that happened between Jesus and the disciples. So let's jump straight to it. So, in a beautiful day, Jesus was doing some miracles. The disciples was helping them, whatever. And then it came the night, and Jesus wanted to go pray in the mountains by himself. So he told the disciples to get in the boat and start a trip for whatever they was going. I don't know where they was going, but Jesus told the disciples basically, to go to the boat and start their trip, and that he was going to the mountains and pray and talk to his Father, right? So the disciples went to the boat and they started their trip, and they got hit by a big storm. They got hit by big waves, strong winds, whatever, and they fought to that storm like basically all night, right? So very close to the dawn, Jesus came, and y'all asked me how that Jesus came to them. If he had his own boat. No, he didn't have his own boat. Jesus came there walking on water. Yeah, I know that's tough. That's tough. So Jesus came there walking on water, and the disciples was looking, and they was like, "Yo, is that a ghost? Like, what's that?" And Jesus immediately replied, like, "It is I. Don't be afraid. It is I," which is a very common phrase that he uses to claim his deity. If y'all watch my previous videos. And so Peter was like, Jesus, Lord, he said, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you." And Jesus replied with like, "Come." So Peter, without even thinking twice, stepped his foot out of the boat, and started walking. He started walking towards Jesus. So he started walking, and then halfway through, he was like looking around and like seeing the big wind, the strong wind, the big waves. He started like realizing his surroundings basically, because like it was so exciting that it was Jesus, that he was just coming towards him, right? But then when he started looking around, it's like, yo, I'm in the middle of the storm. What am I doing? So as soon as he started paying attention to his surroundings, he started sinking. Like, it's normal, right? He started sinking, and just when he was about to sink, he was like, "Lord, Lord, help me." I imagine, bro, that situation, that shit must be funny, bro. He was like, "Lord, Lord, help me." And when he said, "Lord, help me," just as he was about to sink, Jesus came, reached his hand, and pulled him out of the water, and then put him in the boat. And then Jesus was like, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" And that was it. And then the storm calmed down, and then like the clouds opened up, whatever, like the storm was gone, right? So what can we take from this story? Y'all, I know y'all see a lot of my videos, so y'all must already like been thinking, what are the lessons we can take from this video? So the first lesson, and what we can take, which is a very positive thing that Peter did, was stepping outside of the boat. Are we stepping outside of the boat, guys? We have dreams, we have goals, we have whatever, we have a thing that God put in our heart. We want to chase God, we want to like get right with God, we want to do whatever, right? But we're just so scared. Even though we know that God wants us to do something, we're just like reluctant. We don't fully trust that chasing whatever we know that is right, that is better than where we are at this moment, right? Guys, we need to step outside of the boat. We need to be just like Peter. In this specific thing that Peter did, we need to be exactly just like Peter. Jesus said, Peter was like, "Oh, if it is you, Lord, then like tell me to come to you." Jesus was like, "Come." And then he didn't even think, guys. He was like, "I bet that's the Lord, that's Jesus. Like, he's telling me to come. I'm going. I don't really care about nothing." So he didn't even think like, "Oh shit, man, I'm a human being. Like, I can't walk on water. If I put my feet there, I'm a sink. I'm a this. I'm a that." He was just like focused on that Jesus was telling him to go to him. And so, like, the Lord is telling me to go to him, I bet I'm gonna just go. I don't care about nothing. So he immediately stepped his foot outside of the boat and started walking towards Jesus. He didn't even think twice. So that's the first, like, big lesson we can take from the story. Like, whatever God puts in your heart, whatever thing you feel like is the right thing to do, like that you talked about God, you prayed about it, you know that that's the right thing. Like, don't let nothing stop you. Just be like Peter. Just step out of the boat. Step out of that boat, man. Take that first step. Please, guys. Please, just do it. And then when you take that step, maybe you will look and you will be like, this is not even as bad as I thought it would be. It's not even that hard. It's not even this. It's not even that. But you don't know it because you haven't took the first step yet. So just take that first step. Now, the second lesson we can take from this video is, like, when do you find peace? This is the question we should be asking ourselves. When do we find peace? And the answer to this question is, we don't find peace in the absence of the storm. We find peace in the presence of Jesus. That's where we find peace. Y'all peep when Jesus was like, come, Peter was like so focused. He knew that he felt like that was the Lord talking to him, like, just come. He immediately stepped out of the boat and just like went straight. And he wasn't thinking about nothing, bro. He wasn't thinking about nothing. He wasn't thinking about, oh, I'm a human being, I'm this, I'm that, I'm gonna sink, I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that. He just knew that he was in the presence of Jesus, of Lord. And he forgot about all his surroundings, all his whatever, and he just went. So he found peace. He found that confidence in the presence of Jesus. But the storm was there. The storm, like, never stopped. It was already like big wind, big waves. It was like a strong wind, whatever. The storm didn't stop. But he found peace because he knew he was in the presence of God. So that's the big lessons we gotta take. Like, sometimes we'll be like, I think I talked about this in my previous videos, where like I changed the perspective of things, where I wasn't asking for God to take away my problems, even though I know that that's the main thing I want. But I stopped like focusing too much on that, and I was focusing more of like, yeah, God, be with me in my problems, like guide me, tell me what to do, like just me surrendering myself, like humbling myself, like, Lord, by myself, I can't like solve this problem. I can't deal with this. Like, tell me what I gotta do. I wasn't asking him like, oh Lord, please take this like out of my life, this and that. Now I was more focused on like, yeah, I God, we have this situation here. Now step with me in the situation. Give me the wisdom, give me the knowledge, give me the instruments, whatever, to know how to deal with this problem. So when I start doing that, I start finding that peace. But like, the problems are still here. Like, the problems didn't go away, but just by me focusing on him being with me in the problem, instead of just like focusing on him taking away that problem, I was feeling more at peace. And I feel like that is what like we should be doing. And I beg you guys to start doing that, and like then you tell me if that is not something that really like will improve your life. You will be way more at peace. The more you surrender to God, the more you surrender to his wisdom, to his will, to his to the things that he wants to do for you, the more like you stop trying to get control of everything, like the more you will be at peace, because you know that he's doing all the work. He's doing all the like, of course you will do something, of course you will like work, you will try to do this, you will try to do that, but you're not trying to control that situation. You're not trying to control the storm, to do whatever, because you know that you're at his will. You know that he's the boss, and if he is for you, who can be against you? And when you know that, and when you focus on that, you start focusing on him. You start focusing on him being with you in your storm. You will be way at peace. You will be at peace. You will be at peace, guys. So this is the second lesson we can take from this story. And the third one is, I also want you guys to question yourselves, when did Peter start sinking? Peter started sinking when he started putting his when he started like realizing, putting his focus on the situation and not on Jesus. When he had his eyes and his focus on Jesus, he was chilling, right? He was just like, there's not even nothing out here, man. I'm so focused on Jesus. I'm just walking. He was just like, I'm just walking, bro. He was just walking. He went halfway through. No problem, no nothing. And then he was like, oh, wait, bro. I'm in the middle of the store. I'm in the middle of this. I got that. How many times, guys, do we do this? I can tell y'all right now, I do this all the time. And I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm human. Like, I make mistakes. I do it anyway. Which is like, I don't remember any time I felt more peace than when I kind of mastered this. But it's like it comes and it goes. Like you gotta. Of course, I'm better at it now. But even trying to be better at it, you will fail sometimes, right? Because you're a human being. You got a lot of problems, right? Whenever I focus on Jesus, I focus on my prayer. Like I pray more than once a day. I try to stay in the presence of God. I try to stay in that mindset. I read my word. I read my Bible. I feed my spirit, basically. Whenever I feed my spirit, I focus on God, even though I got a lot of problems. And I promise y'all, I got a lot of problems. I be at peace. I feel that peace because I'm so focused on Him, and I know that He will take care of me. Whenever and I remember this like if it was yesterday, because I remember a time, guys, I wouldn't even pray. I wouldn't even I would wake up and the first thought in my mind would be all of the storm, all of these big waves, all of these strong winds, whatever. I'm talking about the storms in my life. The first thought in the morning was like that. Instead of praying, I would just wake up and I would instantly think about my problems, bro. And that shit would be like consuming me like all day. I went to work, I did this, I did whatever, but I just felt like my energy was so low. I was dealing with so much. I was just thinking about this. When I switched that, guys, when I switched that mindset, when I stop and say like, bro, come on, man, you have Jesus, you have God. He want to take care of you. He's not putting that spirit of fear in you. You know that He don't want that for you. Why you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? You just wake up, think about your problems, go through the day, go to sleep. You're not even resting. You're just sleeping. You're not even resting, because when I'm in those type of vibes, I can't even rest. I just sleep. I sleep whatever, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8. Whatever. It doesn't matter how many hours I sleep. I would never rest. I would just wake up tired, thinking about my problems. That shit would be consuming me all day. But as soon as I switched my perspective and I put my focus, my faith, my everything on Jesus, on God, and then I started noticing the situations slowly started to get better. I started finding more solutions, but they were still there. But what changed is where I put my focus on. When I focus on God, it's that peace I talked about in lesson number 2, right? It's that peace. You just find peace. You're not sinking. Or if you are sinking, you're not sinking to the point of despair. You're not you're still there. You still know that Jesus is with you. As soon as Peter kept his focus on Jesus, he was just walking. He was just chilling. He wasn't even thinking about how he's doing it. He's not even trying to control the situation. He's just walking. He's not even realizing what he's doing because he's so focused on Jesus. And that's exactly what we got to do. We got to focus on Him and ask Him to help us go through our obstacles, solve our problems, whatever, right? So this is a big lessons to keep our eyes on Jesus, on God, on the one who can create the solutions, and not on our problems, because what is the point? What's even the point, right? So yeah, man, that was the 3 lessons. A bonus one though, it's not less important, but it's just a bonus one. You guys pay attention to how the situation unfolds. So Jesus was praying, but He knew that a storm was going on. He knew that His disciples was dealing with a storm. He came back, and then when He came back, Peter didn't doubt, but whatever. Like Peter said, if it's you, then tell me to come to you and this and whatever. And then he let like that whole situation like was happening. Peter came and then sank, and then he saved Peter. And then when they got into the boat, then the storm calmed down. So I think y'all see what I'm trying to go here. You guys feel like that you should find your peace first, and then you should put your trust in God, in Jesus, right? That's not how it works. That's not how it works, guys. First you trust in him. First you fully surrender yourself to him, and you ask him for directions, for support, for whatever. You trust in him, you be with him, and he will be with you in the storm, and then the storm will calm down. You will not be like, oh nah, I just want to find peace, I remove this from your life. If you are a real God, please take all of these problems away. It does not work like that, guys. It does not work like that. Like Jesus literally used the storm to prove his power. He didn't just come and like he already knew that the storm was happening because he's Jesus, like he knows everything. But he didn't like instantly like calm down the winds, whatever, like everything is good now. Nah, he let all that situation unfold. Peter showing his remarkable faith, stepping out of the boat, doing this, doing whatever, and then saving Peter, give him a lesson like that he should have more faith in this and whatever, and then the storm calmed down. But we wanted the opposite way. Let's not want it the opposite way. Let's put our trust in Jesus, and that he will help us overcome the storms. That's the right order of things. Jesus, God, they will like use our situations to show their powers, bro. They literally will use our situations to show us that they can take care of us. So why wouldn't we just let them do their job? Why are we trying to control the situation? Why are we asking now, oh, if you're real, like, please take this problem out of my life? Nah, man, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. But yeah, man, that was the message for today, man. I hope you guys have a great week. I thank y'all for all the love and all the support, and see y'all next time, man. Peace.